Hi, welcome to Aussie Nomads Destinations. Follow us as we caravan our way around Australia. This is Ed and I'm Beck, and we're finding you the best free and budget camp spots Oz has to offer. Fishing, crabbing and hiking our way through this awesome country.
Hobart Beach Campgrounds is 18 kilometres north of Merimbula, on the side of Wallagoot Lake, and about 600 metres or so from Wallagoot Beach. Off we go again. Bye, Eden. We are going bush again. So we are heading to Hobart Beach for about, 4 days so far. Could be longer. It's going to be a lovely campgrounds after being in a caravan park, I've got to tell you. So excited. Oh my goodness, can you hear all them bellbirds? How lovely is that going to be? It is in the Bournda National Park. It's a good gravel road into the camp, and the cost is $24.60 per night, plus your car fee of $8 per day if you don't have your New South Wales Parks Pass. There is no power or water or a dump point. There's a couple of camp kitchens or covered areas around the camp, and a couple of toilet blocks. There's a big bank of rubbish bins, and the internet was a bit hit and miss. We did have coverage of our site, but it dropped in and out around the campgrounds. There was heaps of wildlife and birds, and no, you can't bring your dogs. But the camp was suitable for all kinds of camping. How beautiful are those birds? A lot of sites in here. What does that say? 54. And these would be good for caravans. 38's good. 39's good. 40 and 41. Be all easy to get on caravans. And the lake's just through there. And that's us there on 29. It was pretty easy to get into. That's because he's got a good backer up and navigator up. This one would be easy to get into, 28. Most sites were gravel and flat, and we were on site 29. I would be careful when booking if you have a big rig, as some of the sites were a little tight. But there is free 4-minute hot showers. Another big set of toilet, big camp kitchen by the looks of it over there. There was good fishing off the beach, if you can deal with those massive waves. In the summer, you could take a dip in the lake. The camp stayed pretty dry, even though it rained for a couple of days. And then the sun came out, thank goodness. There are heaps of walks in this park. The first morning I headed off to the beach. It's about a 700-metre walk from the camp. It is a well-made walking track. It did have a tree over the track, but people had just been walking round it. It's a beautiful beach, and I pretty much got it to myself. Actually, there wasn't a living soul on the beach. The water was crystal clear and so green. I did pass 3 other people heading to the beach as I went back to camp. Ed was just getting his butt out of bed when I got back, so we had a bit of breakfast and then we headed off to Bournda Beach. We are at Bournda Beach and it is rough as. Anyway, gonna go and have a little squizzy. It's pretty beautiful all the same, even if it is rough. Much better than yesterday when it pelted down rain for the last 48 hours. It's at the opposite end of the beach that I was on this morning, about 3 kilometres down the dirt road in the national park. Such a pretty colour. We had a little look, went for a walk on the beach. How are the reflections on this wet sand? Ah, nay. That little picnic table's beckoning us to have some lunch there one day. And now we're heading off to Scott's Bay. There is a red belly black. Yeah, it's all red. We are going for a little look to Scott's Bay. It really got it going on in New South Wales. There's even a bitumen path to the bay. Going with this as part of the lake. Look how clear it is. There's even little fish. There's a few picnic tables and a barbecue, 2 barbecues and toilets. They're just such lovely areas. They keep them so good. Scott's Bay has got so many kangaroos and they all got little babies. Hey Skippy! Yeah, I don't know what they are. Anyone know what these little animals are? We spotted this little slab hut and decided to have a squizzy. It's gone in for a sticky. Nobody home, Ed. Oh, it's very cute, isn't it? I bet the walls could tell you some stories. This is amazing. Something's rattling on the roof. I hope there's no snakes in the rafters. I'd literally just die on the spot. This is awesome. Does it say what year it was built? So this is Thomas Scott's story. If you want to read it, pause the video. But it is believed that this cottage was built in 1890. Oh, that's Scott's hut. Huge fireplace, chains still hanging there that they used to hang the pots on. Awesome. It It was restored with funds from the Bicentennial Grant and reopened in 1988. There you go. So today we are attempting to walk to Bournda Lagoon. Let's see how that goes, shall we? Looks like it's going to rain, but we'll wait and see. It's about 2.9 kilometres from camp, or 5.8 kilometres return. Back down where we went to the beach yesterday. So it's not a bad little walk. I think it's 2.5 kilometres or 3 kilometres from the campgrounds. However, it's all been fairly flat so far, but there's a few mud puddles. But anyhow, we're managing to get over them because people have made little wooden stick bridges. Made it to the lagoon. 2.89 kilometres. Now I just got to go back. The lagoon is on the south end of the car park, about another 100 metres or so. The internet is a bit hit and miss on this track. Depending on how you roll, you might need to take your EPIRB with you. The track comes out at the beach car park, and there are toilets and picnic tables. It's a fairly flat walk. There was a bit of water around from the rain. Okay, back we go. See if I can get back before 9 o'clock. Okay, 5.8 kilometres. Nope, 5.08 kilometres, and we are back to the road. Hey, looking forward to a coffee. Hey, you going, big fella? You're a big dude. Time for a trip to Merimbula. We need groceries. We found this amazing jetty and spotted this massive ray. Looks like a cracker of a fishing spot. We sat and watched. We really don't have the gear for this kind of fishing. It is pretty full on. Merimbulla is just stunning. The water is so blue. On the other side of the headland, the council were emptying this lake. Not to miss an opportunity, this guy was making the most of the situation. Highly entertaining for us onlookers. But that is the mouth of the Merimbula River. I don't know if it's called the Merimbula River, Merimbula River. But anyway, that's what it is. Get a look at the colour of these rocks. They're just stunning. They're almost like maroon. Time for a tad of lunch. We found a spot just up from the jetty, and then we headed to get groceries. You might be asking yourself what we are getting up to today. So it was a balmy, 11 degrees this morning, and finally I can fit in my wetsuit. So we are heading north about an hour to Bermagui to give that blue rock pool a go. Come with us. I have been itching to get back to this blue pool, but it has been so flippin' cold. Today's high is 18 degrees, the sky is blue, and we are doing it. I've dragged my wetsuit out and I'm going in no matter what. Okay, it's not the best wetsuit, and the water that was getting in, well, it was like ice. But it's making me paddle really quick. I did my 15-minute lap and got out. It was stunning. There are all these little fish, and I'm not sure if you call it soft coral or coloured weed, but it was super pretty. And there were seals in the ocean.
A massive stingray just there. Look at the size of it. Holy heck. So we are still at Bermagui, and now we are doing a little walk out onto the break wall.
We saw a pod of dolphins. Do you know how happy that makes me? Well, very happy.
We are at Caravan. Jeez, she is rocky. I remember going over a bridge like this last time we were here. I don't know if it was this actual bridge. Might have been seeing we went to Boggy. That is the Boggy River. Isn't it beautiful this time of the afternoon?
This morning, I'm going for a walk to Scott's Bay. I don't reckon it'd be more than 1.5 kilometres. It's a very flat track that follows the lake for the first 300 metres or so, and then cuts into the bush. It's a peaceful, flat walk, mostly under the tree canopies. Scott's Bay has toilets and picnic tables as well.
So we started off staying 4 nights at Hobart Beach, then we added another 1 night, and now we've added another 2. We can't even drag ourselves out of here. It is an awesome campsite. Anyway, today we are off on our way to Merimbula. We're going to do the headland walk, the boardwalk, and then we're going to come back and do the other side of the lake headland walk, and you should come with us. Pretty shallow out there. How beautiful is that big tree? So we have left the boardwalk and we're doing the bush track back. This is better fun than the boardwalk. This is rickety. And up there. Better views. There's a little boathouse there. How beautiful is that? And there is a massive stingray right there swimming up the creek. Yes. We've got us a hurdle. I think the council would come here and trim her. It's like what the actual. How's those for little mushrooms? There's a little lookout. hopefully it doesn't fall off the side of the hill. Oh my God, it's just magic. Look at that. Back to the car for lunch we go. Built up an appetite.
We needed water, and the Shire offers 200 litres for free, so we took them up on that. However, it did manage to get soaking wet. Lucky he has a spare set of clothes in the car.
Is it going? Now what are you going to do? Get water everywhere. Oh, does it? Radio.
Next we headed for the first of 2 headland walks. It was pretty easy, maybe 200 metres or so. We had a quick look and headed back to the car. Next stop was Long Point Lookout, a 2-kilometre return walk from the car park. Or their lack of. You just park wherever you can. It's really flat and easy going with great views. There were albatross and other birds that looked like boobies flying around. There was also this forest of golden orb spiders in the trees.
Can you see all them spider webs? It's like out of a horror movie.
Which is a tad freaky. You had to walk under them, and they are quite massive. So that's it for Hobart Beach. We have been here for 9 days. What an absolute pleasure it has been staying at this campgrounds. We are off to Mallacoota and into Victoria. It's nearly time to start heading west. We're staying at the Mallacoota Foreshore Holiday Park, and it's 700 sites. I'm not prejudging, we shall see. Stay happy, be kind, love your life, and we'll see you next Sunday at 6 a.m. Don't forget to hit that like button. See ya!